All right, we're at the home of Rick and Teresa Ramirez, looking at doing some siding work for them. We are doing a fascia overlay. We're doing a drip edge replacement. We're doing a reconditioning of the soffit, and we're doing a full tear off, going back with the Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4. So that's our kind of general scope of work, and we'll walk around and talk about some more details here. Let's start over on actually the right side. Doing a full tear off over here. There is a little addition that we need to work with. We'll talk about that. All this is going away. Again, all the way around the house, fascia overlay, drip edge replacement. This addition has been done. That we're under the impression, we talked about this, that any framing issue here is substantially rotted. You can see underneath the tarp. Any framing issue we're going to deal with and address kind of on a as-we-go basis once we tear that open and find out what that framing is. The exterior wall sheathing doesn't really matter because that's going away in a full tear-off, and we'll resheath with the 7/16 inch OSB. This little addition here will have the fascia. We'll do our Hardie fascia on top of that. This gate is going. We're doing a new, they are doing a new gate and replacing this after we're done. But here's the situation. From this 4x till about 3 foot in, they're going to demo to right here, this line. They're going to demo that. Okay, so all this 3 foot section will be gone. These 8 slats, from this part over 8 slats, will need to be we'll need to remove those so we can do our scope of work, but then replace them just real quickly, tack them back up to keep the dogs in the yard. So that's kind of a special consideration here, but something that we need to do. Their fence person is actually coming tomorrow, but we talked about that, and I advised them that putting a new fence up with this kind of addition right here and so close to the wall would be a complete waste of energy. So on the fence company's part, certainly, and for us, it'd be a hassle. So that's kind of the situation that we agreed upon with this fence, is from here back, all of this will be gone, and then these last 8 slats right here, we're going to need to take off and just put on real quick when we're done siding it so the dogs don't get out of the yard. There's a detached garage. We're not doing anything on that, so I'll just leave that alone. And again, fascia, drip edge right here, soffit reconditioning, which means basically power washing it down, caulking it, sealing it with a 50-year rated caulk, and then painting it. This freeze board that goes into the brick, we're leaving that alone. We talked about that. Everywhere else where there's freeze board in siding, we are going to obviously replace that, but here where it's in the brick, we're leaving it alone, just painting it, caulking it. This fish scale, we're going to do it's yet to be determined, but I don't think we're going to go back with a fish scale. We'll probably go back with either a staggered or a straight edge shingle. This little stuff up here, that's going away on both these little gables. So that kind of trim work there is going away, and we'll just have nice clean fascia. We'll clean up the front of the house a lot. These 2 window boxes will become fully hardied, and then we'll do a little, kind of like we typically do underneath, do a little soffit on the underside of both of these to prevent the critters and rot and everything else. You can see up top, this facing got critters chewing right here. All of that will become Hardie plank. And same process, fascia overlay, drip edge replacement, reconditioning of the soffit. In these crevices, these joints right here, the soffit's falling down just barely, so we just need to retack that, caulk and seal it, and paint it. We'll be good to go. Chimney, just like the rest of the house, full tear off. That antenna that's up there can go away. That's dead, so we can pull that off and leave it. That chimney will be full tear off, all trim. Everything else will be Hardie plank. Another point, we have 2 serious, Teresa really loves her serious music, so basically we have 1 antenna here, which we'll need to be mindful of, and then we have another antenna on the left side, which we'll look at. But those 2 serious antennas absolutely must be left intact. All the siding underneath here will all be Hardie plank. Paint the porch ceiling, just like a soffit. We're looking at replacing the front door, so we'll talk about that, but looking at probably putting a new door in here. Remount the front porch light. This porch railing, we're just going to paint. We're not doing anything to it but painting it. We'll paint that a nice coat just to match the house. Coming over here, doggy door, windows will all be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4. Excuse me, these dead wires, anything non-direct TV, we can just pull off the house and discard them. Maybe find a better way to reroute this. They came this way down and then all the way over to right there when they could have just gone back behind the window and come through the backside. So maybe we can reroute that a little bit to clean it up so it doesn't look like it does now. Again, full tear off, all this batten's going away. We're going with the Cedar Mill Select, 8 1/4 again. Yeah, that I got the front one. This is the other location of the Sirius. So we talked about that on the front, and this is the other one that we need to be mindful of here. So, good catch, Teresa. Thank you. Okay, so on the back, full tear off, kind of same scope of work here. Any wires that are dead or that are not active, we can pull those down. We got one that's fallen down completely and it's just hanging. So anything that's dead we can get rid of and pull it off the house. Maybe do some, like the conduit like Adam did at Tudu's. Looked phenomenal, where he just kind of tucked it behind the fascia on the soffit and put some channel flashing up there. That really looked outstanding, so maybe we can do something like that. All the conduit and everything here, AC stuff, will be we'll side around that, pull that off, and then remount it. Windows, all these windows, gable vent will all be retrimmed in the Hardie 1x4. Now this easy up we got to be a little considerate of. It's protecting a bunch of our plants and everything here, so I kind of set realistic expectations in that we're not going to be able to work with that there. So what we have to do is, you can see that it is mounted, tied down into the decking. So what I'm thinking is basically just unhook these when we need access to the back, kind of collapse it like we're folding it up, just enough to get it away from the house to give us the access space we need. And then when we're done, it's going to be very important that we tack it back, just again to protect all the plants and the other things that she has under here. This 1x4 corner trim all the way up will all be Hardie plank. We'll reattach this security light here, and then that fascia where there is no soffit, all this run right here will become a Hardie plank there, just like it will be here. Now there's no drip or anything needed there, but that Hardie will be, or that fascia will become Hardie. That's pretty much all we got. We got, let's see, let me go around here. We have two other little windows over here that need to be retrimmed in Hardie. This back door we're going to paint, so that'll be part of our scope of work here. And then we got two little deals. We got an AC unit and a window right there that need to be retrimmed. That trim is in real bad shape on these guys, so both of those will be retrimmed in a Hardie plank, sealed, caulked. Right now it's a miter cut. We'll do the trim in the proper way so we don't have any opposing seams as far as the water flow, and it'll look really nice. But that's kind of what our scope of work is. Again, nothing on the detached garage at all, nothing on the shed at all. Basically looking at just the main house as our scope of work. But here you can see the easy up, and again just unbolting those two far, those edges closest to the house, kind of collapsing it just to give us enough workspace back there so we don't damage the easy up. And that's pretty much what we're looking at. Again, we really appreciate you guys working with us, and we really look forward to working with you on your project. Thanks so much.